Hi guys, it's Michelle here, the brand ambassador for Aquasky. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a little adventure I went on recently.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
So first of all, we started the day off by going paragliding off Lion's Head. Now I've been paragliding before, but the wind was quite light on the day that I had been before. So we just went straight off the mountain and didn't really have a chance to spend much time up in the air. Well, this time around we got some time to spend up in the air and it was insane. We first needed to hike up the mountain just a little bit so that we could get to the launch spot. I was not expecting so many people to be at the launch spot. There were so many paragliders waiting to get in line. It was the perfect day. The wind was perfect, the sun was out, it was warm. So we had so many people trying to push in line to get their spot. So once you get to the launch spot, the pilot will explain to you how the launch and everything is going to happen. And then he first puts your harness on you and your helmet and all the safety measures in place. And then he puts his own harness on and just gets all his gear ready, and then you wait in line. Then once it comes to your turn, then there are other guys on the mountain which help you out. So you feel really safe the whole entire time. There's guys holding you in place, telling you what to do, and then once you're ready to go, the pilot lifts up his sail and then they tell you to run as fast as you can. And even if you're in the air, you still need to keep running in case you dip down and make it onto the launching pad again. So you keep running until you're in the air. Now once you get in the air, I must admit I was freaking out a little bit at this stage, because once you get in the air, you're not properly in the harness yet. You almost feel like you're upright and you're not sitting down. So you need to scoot back, and the pilot pushes you backwards so that you fall back into the harness and so that you're sitting properly, and you need to move your arms around, and it can be a little bit scary getting into position, but you are safe the whole entire time. Then we hit a gust of wind, so we suddenly shot up in the air very fast. I must admit I was screaming, very scared, shaking, but the pilot was very excited because it's great when things like that happens. It means the wind is good, it means you're going to have a great flight. The actual flight was incredible and scary at the same time. It was so incredible seeing the world from that height and to see it from that perspective. It's like nothing I had ever seen before. You don't get to see that from an aeroplane, never mind from a kite or anything like that. So it really was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And one thing that was scary for me was that we actually went above Lion's Head. So we launched off Lion's Head, went much higher than Lion's Head, and then we were actually flying above it, waving down at the people hiking up to the top. So you'll see in the video I'm smiling, but it's a fearful smile. The actual landing was very simple and easy. The pilot can slow down the paraglider very easily. So you go down very slowly, softly land on the ground. I have seen some landings go a little bit more crazy, but I think it depends on the conditions on the day. In my case, I had a very simple landing. And then once you land, that adrenaline stays with you for so long. It's such an amazing feeling knowing that you've done this and that you've been so high up in the sky. And I would definitely recommend this for anyone who would like to see the world at such a height, who would like to see Cape Town from that perspective, or anyone who is an adrenaline junkie. Later that day, we went to Table Mountain and we went abseiling off Table Mountain. First of all, we took the cable car up the mountain. If you like, when you're feeling more adventurous, you can hike up, but we decided to take the cable car. Then we continued to go to the highest commercial abseil in the world, which was so amazing. So as soon as we arrived there, they gave us a very extensive safety briefing. This is very safe, although it looks very extreme. It's safe, even children can do it. There's even a practice rope for you to practice the abseiling, so you know exactly where to put your hands, how to hold your weight and things like that, so that you know exactly what you're doing once you are going off the mountain. They also give you a helmet and gloves and a harness, so you are incredibly safe, and even if you let go at any stage, they are holding on to you. So then once you're ready and you've got all your equipment, you make your way down to the abseiling platform, and the guys there are extremely safe. You're constantly hooked into a rope on the mountain, so there's no chance of falling off. Then they hook you up to the main rope, and then the first thing you need to do, which is super scary, is leaning back and trusting the equipment. And at this stage is where they decide to take photos of you, because it's got the most incredible view and it makes for an amazing photo. So you're in this dilemma where you just want to get going and you don't want to be leaning off the mountain like this because it's really high and really scary, but you also want to get really good photos. So that was also an amazing moment for us. And then once your photo shoot is done, you make your way down the mountain. And like I said, you can let go at any stage and you are incredibly safe. The most important thing is just to lean back and keep your feet on the mountain. Don't, let your feet dangle down or something like that, because then you might hit into the mountain. And they are holding onto you the whole time. And the one thing that they tell you to do is keep moving. The whole entire abseil takes between 5 to 10 minutes, so it's very quick. But yeah, it's such an adrenaline rush because you are so high up, and when you look down you realize how high up you are, not only from the platform where you're landing, but also how high up on the mountain you are. And I kind of wished I could have just stopped there for a while and just admired the view, but we had to keep going. Then at one stage when we were near the bottom, the mountain just went away. My feet were going normally. At one stage I was even jumping and feeling confident. Next thing, there was no mountain and I started screaming. I was just hanging in the air, and then that's the stage where you can just relax and they slowly let you down and you put your arms out and do whatever you like and get some great photos again. Then once you get to the bottom, I think a lot of people don't realize that there's still a little bit of a hike back up the mountain. And this was so amazing. It just adds to the whole experience. You get to do a little bit of a nature walk, especially since we came up the cable car. We hadn't really had the opportunity to hike around Table Mountain much. So this was really nice, seeing all the nature, even some waterfalls. So yeah, this was an incredible experience. I would highly recommend this to anyone who is interested in trying something new and exciting, and it's also an amazing opportunity because it's the world's highest commercial abseil. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video and following my exciting day in Cape Town. Please don't forget to check out the details below if you would like to try one of these activities, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment on this video.